Welcome to another edition of COT Lobby Talk. I'm one of your hosts, Tim Stebbins.
I'm Holly Scribner.
And we welcome today Brooklyn Goff to the set.
Hi everyone.
Brooklyn, we're so glad you could join us. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Alright, so I'm a student at Bedford High. I'm in 11th grade and I'm also a student here at COT. I take the MA class.
What's that MA stand for?
Medical assistant.
Medical assisting class at COT.
Excellent. So Brooklyn, can you tell us a little bit about your other interests, your hobbies? Do you play any sports here in Biddeford?
So outside of school, I do field hockey, cheering, and track. And right now I am in my cheering season.
Excellent. And how's that going this year?
Pretty well. At our last competition, we just scored first, and we're looking forward to our competition tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
And didn't we hear something fabulous about the field hockey team this past fall?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that season?
We won states.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you. It was a very big accomplishment, and it was just very good to be able to be part of a team so successful.
Wow, that's fantastic. Field hockey state champions in 2018. That's good news. Brooklyn, your program is medical assisting. Can you tell us a little bit about how that relates to what you might want to do in the future?
So I chose to take medical assisting because unlike the CNA program, I'm not looking forward to be so much as a nurse, but I want to take steps to further my future because I would like to be in the medical field, and I would actually like to be a chiropractor. So I thought like learning things like medical terminology, professionalism, that could get me on the right track for my future.
Wonderful. Who's teaching that class this year?
We have Miss P and we have Miss Redmond. Miss Redmond teaches like the professional part of it, and Miss P teaches like medical terminology, and we do labs and stuff. Right now we're learning.
Excellent. How challenging do you feel your COT program is?
I feel like it's a good even amount of challenge. It's not too hard, but if you study good enough, then you can be on the right track and keep yourself in the right place.
Wonderful. Brooklyn, you know what I'm kind of curious about is if some student that's younger than you, sophomore, freshman, are considering COT in the future, what kind of advice would you give them?
Always come to class prepared. And I would say be very involved with your classmates. You want to keep good friendships with them because they can really help you throughout your classes. Always study. Studying is very important. And yeah, I really recommend taking a COT course here.
Do you plan on coming back with us next year for your senior year?
For the IRS program.
IRS?
You are?
We don't really have a taxation
What's it
program.
called?
But we have IMS?
IMS.
Yeah.
IR. That's great. So can you just kind of give us a kind of a snapshot of really your overall experience here at COT?
It's been very fun. I made a lot of good new friendships as well as old ones with the students that I'm taking the class with. I've learned many different things, and I've been keeping good grades, so it's a very good experience.
That's great.
What do you think of when somebody asks you about what your dream job might be after high school or after college for that matter?
My dream job would to be a chiropractor, like I said, but I'm very open to anything. So I think that I want to aim towards a chiropractor, but I just want to help people and kind of towards outside of the body because I'm not very much into and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's fair.
So you attend Biddeford, and you plan on coming back to COT next year, but if you really had to do a comparison, what's different about COT that you're not maybe getting over at the high school?
At the high school, they offer classes like English and math, obviously, that's what a high school offers, but here they just focus on something that you want with your future. Unlike things that you need, it's things that you want as a person, and like it's like setting yourself up for the future that you want, unlike every other student that's getting their English, their math, their sciences. You get to focus on little things that will set you up for the future that you would like to be.
You told us today, Brooklyn, that you want to be a chiropractor. In 5 or 10 years, where do you see yourself living, and do you see yourself doing that for the profession?
I do see myself doing that with a profession because I'm very motivated to do that, and I see myself living still in Maine, so I'd like to stay local, and I would like to go to college local as well.
Well, that bell tells us that we're pretty much out of time for this edition of COT Lobby Talk. Brooklyn, we can't thank you enough for being one of our guests. And as a going away present, we'd like to give you this for the back of your cell phone, so you won't lose all those credit cards that you have. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for being our guest on COT Lobby Talk. It was a pleasure having you and learning more about you and your future endeavors. And please join us for the next edition soon for COT Lobby Talk. I'm Tim Stebbins.
I'm Holly Scribner.
Until next time, thank you.
Thank you.